I am immensely grateful to the author and publisher for giving me this novel opportunity to read out 12 Tuntuni tales and a bonus too, a precious gem of a book. It is a rare privilege and honor to read the English translations of Upendra Kishore Rai Chaudhary and whose this is a year for his centenary of passing away. I love reading books, and I believe that this book, which is lucidly and innovatively translated and beautifully illustrated, will attract readers from all ages to book reading, even during the times of electronic screens. The habit of reading books is inculcated in me by my parents and school. I vividly recollect the joys of reading Tuntuni Boi for the first time many years ago. And this evening I would like to read some stories from this book in behalf of my fellow students and friends, with the hope that it encourages them to read Tuntuni's tales alongside Harry Potter.
Contents.
Tuntuni and King. Tuntuni makes her nest in a corner of King's garden. One day, King's men spread all his coins out in the sun to dry. In the evening, they take them back, but one coin they forget. Tuntuni notices the shiny coin and brings it home. "Oh, I'm rich," thinks Tuntuni. "I have the same coin that King has." Tuntuni keeps thinking about this all the time. "I'm rich, so rich," and suddenly she bursts into a song. "King is rich, so is Tuni. They share the same money." Sitting at his court, King hears Tuntuni singing. He asks his men, "What does the bird say?" King's men hesitate a bit, and then, with folded hands, they inform him, "Your Majesty, the bird says she has the same money that you have." King is amused. He laughs and tells his men, "Go search her nest and find out what she has." After the search, King's men come back. "Majesty, it's a coin. There's a coin in the nest." "A coin, I see. But that must be mine. Go, get it," orders King. King's men waste no time in bringing back the coin. Poor Tuntuni, she cries. Out of money, King gets loony. So mean, he robs Tuni. King laughs. "This bird is impossible," he tells his men. "Go, return her coin." So Tuntuni is happy again. She sings, "Scared, scared, scared King returns money, so I sing." Now King is puzzled. "What does the bird say again?" he asks his men. "Oh King," comes the reply, "the bird says you are so scared you have returned her coin." "Is that so?" "Such audacity!" thunders King. "Get me the bird right now. I want to eat the rascal fried." So the men catch the bird and bring her to King. King takes her to his 7 queens. "Get this bird fried today for me to eat," says the angry King. "Oh, what a lovely thing," cry the queens after king leaves for the court. Give the beautiful bird to me to hold, says one. I am next, says another, and each takes a turn to hold her, and suddenly, what happens? The bird escapes and flies high into the sky. What now? Cry the scared queens. King will punish us all. At that moment, they notice a frog hopping by. They catch it. Hush, let none know about it, they all say. We shall fry this frog and serve it to King. King is very pleased. This has served Tuntuni right, thinks he. Now that I have eaten her up, none will hear Tuntuni's voice any more. But then, at that very moment, he hears Tuntuni's voice again. They fry this tiny frog, our king eats agog. Unbelievable! King leaps, spits, washes his mouth, throws up, and what not. And then he commands, off with the queen's noses. The royal butcher cuts off the 7 queens' noses immediately. Loud comes Tuntuni's voice now. 1 Tuni Tuntunos, 7 queens lose their nose. King becomes mad. He shouts, bring the rascal before me right now. I shall swallow Tuntuni live and whole. So Tuntuni is brought. King says, water, I need water. Water is served. King fills his mouth, then holds the bird in his 2 hands, pushes her into his mouth, and straight she goes into King's stomach. Everybody says, what now, Tuntuni? And then suddenly King makes a loud belching sound, and comes out of his mouth, who but Tuntuni herself, live and whole. And then Tuntuni flies into the sky. Catch it, King shouts. 200 men run after Tuntuni, and the poor bird is caught. Water is brought again for King to swallow Tuntuni. This time a soldier stands next to him with his sword, ready to chop Tuntuni's head off if she tries to fly out ever. Inside King's stomach, Tuntuni struggles. Suddenly, a loud belch. The whole stomach empties, and out comes Tuntuni too. Chop her head off! Chop her head off! A chorus goes up. In the chatter and clatter, the nervous soldier drives his sword straight onto King's nose. The nose is chopped off. The royal doctor is summoned to bandage King's nose. At least his life is saved. Suddenly, a loud twitter from high in the sky. Everybody looks up. Tuntuni again. King noseless, noseless king, punishment time, dance and sing. Where is Tuntuni flying to? Another country, her nest is empty.